Hey everybody, welcome back to Sergeant's Talk TV. I'm Big Mike. Hey, Jason's AWOL. Jason's up on the mountain over at Come On Mountain. I think he visited Simple Life Reclaim and Country Road Cure today. He gave me a call, said, man, I don't think I'm going to make it back in time. But I'm here. We're going to do something a little bit different as far as what we're going to present to you. Tonight, we're going to talk about a program sponsored by the VA, free of charge to veterans. And it's called the Unbroken Spirit 2025 program. This one we're going to talk about is just one of, there's 3 different programs. They're outdoor adventure programs sponsored by them. Like I said, it's free of charge to veterans. All you have to do is apply for it. If you go to the description, I have the links to where you have to go, read up more on the programs, what they entail, what kind of physical things they're doing, the mental stuff that they're doing for your mental health, for your physical health, and all that kind of stuff. But that's what we're going to talk about today. I read over all of them. I think they're outstanding programs. I think that if you're a veteran, this will help you both physically and internally in your brain, because that's what we need. And it's part of that camaraderie that we don't have anymore once we've left the military and stuff like that. I know a lot of us, we join veterans groups and stuff like that, the VFW, American Legion, on and on and on. And we find comfort in being around people or like people. Let's put it that way. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm glad you guys are here. If Jason pops up, Jason will pop up, and hopefully he does. But it's a long ways between the 41.36 where they're at and David's house over on the mountain, over at Come On Mountain. So, and we were just in the live with David and Tim over on Ridge Life. They were live together. So hopefully you guys checked them out and you had a good time over there. If you came over from them, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Let's see what we got in here. We got Miss Linda Peterson. She's here. Mama Carolyn. She's here. Devil Dog. Hooah! Another good Marine there. People saying hello to everybody. There's my Sergeant Major Terry over at MT Homestead. She's in here. Hello, Debbie Drock. She's here. Anna Bohr at Good Enough Homestead's here. Good to see you. Let's see. Everybody saying hello. There's Chris over at Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead, part of Leonard Mountain Homestead. Good channel. They're on right now also at the same time, but he clicks us on while they're on that one. There is Elias Shargay. Siraj.
Hellish Rage.
Oh, Hellish Rage. I'm sorry. I'm one of those guys who needs commas and stuff. Oh, man, I am sorry about that. Hey, there's Ralph over at Webb's Web. Hello, hello. Ricky Smith from Veterans Landing. Let's see. Austin Stelmach, how you doing, brother? There's Dawn, my favorite female Marine over at our flipping farmstead. She doesn't like any sports teams that I like. I say a sports team, she's an OU fan. Let's see. It's good to kid. Cuddly Texan, Patrick, how you doing? And welcome in. Miss Arlene, how are you doing? Good to see you. Neil S. Eating dinner but listening. All right. Terry's saying hello to Austin. Wow, that thing just jumped. Mama Carolyn says, Mike, you're funny. I've never been told that. Kelly Texan saying hello to everybody. Hey, Angie. Yep. Prayers with Angie and her family. They're going through some stuff. Don't need to say their business, but just if you have time, put her in your prayers, her and her whole family. Let's see. Yeah, no, not everybody can have good taste. Boomer sooner. Yeah, okay. Man, boomers. I live in Oklahoma and I don't even like any of the Oklahoma teams. Ace saying hello. May is coming fast. That is correct. Thank you, Cuddly Texan. May 16th through the 18th is the Mid-America YouTube meetup. Terry and I did the first one in 2023. 2024, it moved over to Arkansas, and the family over there put on their Arkansas River Valley meetup. And we didn't do ours, so they could have everybody attend that one over there. We're back doing Mid-America, so it's going to be at Lake Eufaula State Park here in Oklahoma. It's May 16th through the 18th. It's on Deep Fork Campgrounds. And if you want more information about the Mid-America meetup, go to MT Homestead on Facebook. There's a link on there. You'll see it. Click on that. It'll give you all the information you need. It'll also give you the link to make your reservations at the campground. Guys, Lake Eufaula is busy starting in May. And that's why they've allowed us to make reservations over 6 months ahead of time, so we can get all our people in there and get a reservation for whether it's a travel trailer spot, whether it's a camping spot for a tent or whatever. So please go over there, check out that link at MT Homestead on Facebook, and make your reservations now. Remember, if something comes up 48 hours ahead of time, you can cancel your reservation, get all your money back. If it's under 48 hours, they hold $10 for some administrative thing. All the state parks in Oklahoma do that, and you'll get the rest of it back. But hey, make your reservations and pay attention. If it's a concrete pad, it has 50 amps. If it's a gravel pad, it's 30 amps. Well, the concrete pads have 50 and 30. So if you want one of those for a concrete pad, for your travel trailer or whatever, get one of those. The tent sites some of them have nothing. Some of them have electric, and some of them have water and electric if you want both of those on your campsite for a tent site. Okay. But thank you, Patrick, for bringing that up. Let's see. Neil S. Hello. Mama Karen, Mike, I love your t-shirt. Yeah, I got that at Buc-ee's. Every time I see the cross, wait, which side is it? This side, yeah. I try to find a shirt that I don't have, and it's got to be in black. Yeah. Let's see. And I do have a Harley shirt that says, I'll start wearing another color if they come up with something darker than black or whatever it says on there. Oh, Kansas State Wildcats. They were a good football team. I know that. Let's see. I'm a Mizzou fan. Mizzou all the way through and through. We did really well this year. Not against Alabama, but we did really well. Let's see. Tony, Our Cabin in the Woods, saying good evening. I need a t-shirt, but should say grumpy old man. I'm sure they got him out there. Hey, Barry, how you doing? From Queens, New York. Good to see you. Glad you came in. Yeah, we took a trip to Seminole, Oklahoma on Sunday and met up with Tony at Our Cabin in the Woods, dropped off some eggs. You always hear me say, be kind to one another, help somebody in need, and always think of that on all my videos over at MT Homestead and when we close out here. And we did something good for a friend of ours, and Josh Sherman. He's got some medical issues he's going through, and he asked me for some hatching eggs. So Terry and I went up there, met with Tony, and Tony's going to do something kind also by incubating 4 dozen eggs for Josh, for him and his family, help them with their sustainability and stuff like that. They were attacked by coons. And just basically wiped out their whole flock of chickens and stuff. So we're doing something nice for him. Let's see. Melvin, Donnie, hello. Good to see you. Love grunt style shirt. Neil S. says, yep. Wish they had a pocket on them, yeah. Think I'm at the bottom. Is that even possible? Hey, there's Brian at Our Cabin in the Wood. Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse. Sorry about that, Brian. He goes live every Wednesday at 9 Central Time. Okay, we're at the bottom. The Philadelphia Eagles have a lot of Southern college players on their team. Yeah, they do. But man, it's my Chiefs. I've been a Chiefs fan since 1972. And when I was a young man in Arizona, we didn't have a football team back then. And that was my team because I had a friend that played for Arizona State and he got drafted by the Chiefs. Born and raised in Missouri, not a Mizzou fan. Live in Arkansas, not a Hogs fan, went to OU, so that's our team. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah. That's too bad the refs don't wear the, red and white stripes, huh? Yeah. Thanks, Cuddly Texan. See, everybody, when they said they did the same thing to the Patriots, everybody hated on the Patriots because they kept winning and winning and winning. Yeah, so you got to go through that, If you're a Cowboy fan, this must really suck for you because the Chiefs, when they first started, they were the Dallas Texans. Yeah. And, what was it, 93? The Cowboys won their last Super Bowl, 93? I believe that's what it was. All right. Yeah, we're in our Patriot era. Thank you. Hey, so let's get started on this, okay? The Unbroken Spirit 2025 program. If you are a veteran seeking to reconnect with your inner strength, find new purpose, and build lasting connections, the Unbroken Spirit 2025 program are here to guide you on a transformative, see, I couldn't even say what's his name's channel, and transformative journey towards personal growth and resilience. The Unbroken Spirit mission is simply to empower veterans by strengthening their bodies, mind, and spirit, helping them create a life filled with meaning and purpose. The same thing that we had when we were in the military. They're trying to do this through outdoor recreational programming. Unbroken Spirit offers a free uh, three-phase program tailored to meet the needs of every veteran through pre-deployment, deployment, and post-deployment phases. The program provides a structured path to well-being and long-term growth. So everything in the mission statement, if you will, that they're talking about in the Unbroken Spirit programs is the same thing that we experienced in the military. That mission statement says it all on what your unit did when you were in the military and what this program provides you as a veteran. Phase 1 is the virtual part of the program. All right. The program begins by equipping participants with tools to enhance their physical, mental, and spiritual wellness. This phase focuses on building a mindset rooted in hope, resilience, and the skills needed to achieve your goals. Participants should leave this phase feeling ready to take on a life challenges and empowered to build a fulfilling purpose-driven life. So what they're going to do in this virtual part of it is tell you all about the programs, things you need to do to get ready for it, physically, mentally. They're going to tell you about the instructional part of it, what you need to read up on, whether it's hiking, it's climbing and stuff like that. There's things that you personally have to do to help yourself become successful. And they'll do this, explain all this into the virtual part in phase 1. Let's see. Okay. Everybody's talking to each other. So that's done on your computer along with them. And you'll get points of contacts and phone numbers, addresses and locations and stuff like that during this virtual phase. So it'll cover everything that you need to get ready for the deployment part. They call this the pre-deployment part of the program itself. Now, phase 2, the in-person in Asheville, North Carolina. Okay. This is the deployment phase. Experience a 5-day wilderness adventure in the stunning landscapes of North Carolina. This immersive journey, whether it's backpacking in May, adaptive sport experiences in July, or fall expedition in September, promotes healing through nature, camaraderie, and personal challenges. Together with fellow veterans, you'll draw on your strengths, develop new skills, and forge bonds that will last a lifetime. So this is the active phase of the programs. Remember I said there was 3 of them. There's one in May, there's one in July, and there's one in September. But in each one of those, it is a different type of adventure that you're going to go on. So that's why I gave you all of the links down in the descriptions so you can choose the one you'd like to apply for. Will everybody get in? No. But they do this every single year, and you can keep applying for each one of them as you go. Okay. So that's the deployment phase of it. Again, it's the backpacking in May, adaptive sports experience in July, and the fall expedition in September. So those are the 3 programs that I talked to you about. Okay. All right. Okay. Wrong mouse. I got 2 computers here. Now, as we move on to phase 3, which is another virtual phase, Your journey doesn't end in the wilderness. The program ensures that every participant receives ongoing mentored, guided support tailored to their needs. And they're going to find this out in the pre-deployment phase and then the deployment phase. In the 5 days you're going to be out in the field, you're going to there's going to be counseling, group sessions, like after action reviews on everything that you do while you're out there. They get to know you. These are people who are well versed in psychology, and they're outdoor enthusiasts also. So they'll get to know you. They'll try to figure out what makes you tick through conversation, one-on-ones, in group sessions and stuff like that. Just to say, hey, this is where we think you're at, and they can help you better in your redeployment phase during the virtual part of it. Okay. This phase reinforces self-confidence, sense of purpose, and leadership skills, enabling you to lead yourself and others in your family, community, and beyond. At Unbroken Spirit, no veteran is ever left behind. So they're going to be with you before the event, during the event, and way after the event to help you out to become a better person, improve your skills, your adaptability to integrate with other people, working hand in hand and stuff like that, guys. It is a great experience. It's free to the veteran. When I read that, because I get the VA notes and I read those to see, hey, what do I think about them and stuff like that? Because I was a big outdoor recreation guy after I got out of the military with MWR, Morale, Welfare, and Recreation for the Army. And I was an outdoor rec director at Fort Leonard Wood. I was an outdoor rec director at Fort Huachuca, at Fort Carson, Colorado. So I've got a few years in the outdoor rec area because I love hunting, fishing, and all that kind of stuff. But then I got to learn about, trap shooting, skeet shooting, paintball, horseback riding, archery, all this stuff that we do on the Army MWR side, putting on hunts and things like that. So I think that getting out and for some people, this is going to be outside your comfort zone. For some of you guys that love the outdoors and you like it and stuff like that. Now, going on mountain hikes and things like that is different than I like the outdoors because I hunt and fish. That's why they give you that phase 1 so you're prepared. You don't go on an elk hunt. You're sitting on the couch for a year and then you pack up and go to Colorado and think that you're going to be successful in an elk hunt when you did no training before you climbing up those big mountains in Colorado. So if you can relate to that and getting ready for stuff like that, then you'll understand why they have a pre-deployment phase in phase 1 to get you ready so you're not caught off guard. Now, what you get out of this is what you put into this, okay, in the pre-deployment phase. So if you're just saying, yeah, I'm going to go to this and I got selected, but you didn't do nothing for it, and the next thing you know is you got your sleeping bag, your tent, your clothes, your food, and all that, and you're going off for 5 days. You might peter out. But it's such a good program, and the VA sponsoring this, and it's free to the veterans. Plus, with Unbroken Spirit also help funding this along with the VA. It says one of the participants, a veteran, Andrea, a Navy retiree, described her experience with Unbroken Spirit as life-changing after retiring. I felt she goes, after retiring, I felt adrift without the camaraderie and direction that once guided me in the Navy. Unbroken Spirit transformed my life. I regained my focus and purpose, and the most important, my sense of self-worth. So, and that is coming from somebody that, hey, this sounds like a pretty good idea. I should jump on this and let me see if I can go do this. And like I said, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it with anything in life. So that was the main part that I want to get across to everybody. Remember, if you want to get into like the May one now, they're doing the interviews in this month and in February and in March for the May one. When you go onto the websites, you can find out when they're doing the interviews or taking applications for the July and for the September one. So yeah, it's a great program. I'm glad the VA brought that or partnered up with Unbroken Spirit to bring this. Last year they were filled up. I was looking at some of the things that people had posted and stuff like that, and they absolutely enjoyed themselves. So yeah, so guys, think about it. Hey, Lynn the Okie, glad to see you here. Okay, she's talking to Lynn. I thought she was talking to me. Hey, fun with, this is going to be one. Fun with Mazdamil Sultan. Hello, welcome. I'm sorry, Americans are so bad at pronouncing people's name from other countries and stuff like that. Or names that are from other countries and stuff like that. It's not like John Smith, you know what I mean? So yeah, people saying hello. Yeah, welcome in. And if you're here for the first time and you want to subscribe to Sergeant Stock TV, we welcome you to do that. I think we're at $13.99. So the word's getting out slowly. I think how long we've been doing this for 6-7 months. So yeah, we're slowly getting there. We haven't been monetized and we're not really working towards it because that really wasn't the whole purpose of this, other than donating anything that we make over to a homeless veteran shelter here in McAlester, Oklahoma. We also do that if you go to save money, we have Empty Homestead, which Terry and I are Empty Homestead on our channel there. We have our merch store, and we've added merch from Sergeant's Talk TV on that one, so you can get t-shirts and coffee cups and stuff like that, whatever you want. And all the money that we make from that, which is like $3 or $4 or something like that. All that money will go to the veterans homeless shelter in McAlester, Oklahoma. So that's the purpose behind this. But the other purpose of this, just like this, it helps Jason, it helps me to bring up subjects, talk about subjects, interact with people of like mind and stuff like that. So it helps us. Jason's been in combat, I've been in combat, and a lot of you guys have yourself or relatives or grandfathers or your kids, when you're 64 years old. I'm 64 now. Okay. January 23rd, I turned 64. We have kids now that are serving and grandkids serving in the military. And we take on all kinds of questions and stuff like that. We do put our emails in the description on every live stream that we do. We're basically a live streaming, a podcast type channel. So if you have questions or you want us to look up a subject and present a subject, you can always email Jason or myself, and we've provided that email for you in there. Hey, Liam McGothigan. Hey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So yeah, just check that out. Go over to MT Homestead. If you go to the About page, go down to the merch. You'll see our merch going towards the middle or something like that. You can click on that and go over to our merch store, and you can see if you want something from Sergeant's Talk TV. Okay, and let's see. So in the description down there, I put the Unbroken programs, and it tells you all about the program and stuff like that. It also lists the 3 phases that we just talked about. They also have the spring backpacking experience page, May 20th through the 25th. Then they have the adaptive sports experience in July 21st through the 27th. And if you don't know what adaptive means, that is basically built for, I don't know if you've ever heard of adaptive skiing, adaptive volleyball, people with disabilities and stuff like that. And like if, you were hit with an IED or you lost a limb or fingers or whatever, they build these programs so that they're adaptive for persons with disabilities and stuff like that. See, when you're in the military, I've got quite a few buddies that lost limbs and stuff like that, whether it was accidents or in combat and stuff like that. And, a lot of people, let's put it this way, soldiers to soldiers, we don't hold back no punches, and we don't, persons with disability. I know that's the politically correct thing to say, but we don't talk that way to each other, and things like that. But adaptive sports experience. Remember, adaptive sports, all that stuff, Special Olympics. Okay. If you want to look at what adaptive sports programs are, you got to look everything that everybody else does, but it's competing against other people with the same category of disability and stuff like that. Or it may be, they don't have it in the winter time, so I don't think there's any winter sports, but it could be adaptive archery, learning how to shoot. I know veterans that shoot with their feet because they have no arms, and they use their feet and their toes to shoot a longbow, a recurve bow, and stuff like that. Or I know people that swim. They're adaptive swimmers and stuff like that. So there's different stages or different divisions within the adaptive sports world. So think about that, read up on that. You may have somebody in your family that's even a child of a veteran that could benefit from something like that. And then you got the fall expedition, which is in September. It's September 16th through the 21st. Spaces is limited. Interview begins. The interviews begin for the May. It started in January and it'll end at the end of February. So check these things out. Get on that list. Get your interviews. I don't know what the interviews are like. I did not apply for any of these. Because again, I just had 2 hips replaced, and I'm doing good if I get around walking. So let's put it that way. And now I can walk upstairs and stuff now. So it takes a lot to get back to normal. So don't wait to apply. So remember that, guys. Check those dates out. See what fits best for you, and see which one you want to get involved in. And again, you may not get in this year, but it's there again next year. It's like applying for Survivor. You never get there on your first go around. most people don't. Okay. So check those out and pass the word along. You may know a veteran that might benefit from this and things like that. So, hey guys, let's see who we got in here. Hey, Merns Pacquiao over in the Philippines. Hello, hello, my friend. Glad you're here. I went on your live this morning and it said something about you guys evacuating or something. I don't know. It was just music playing on your live. Yes, there is adaptive sports in the wintertime too. Yes. So check those out. Because I know when I was the outdoor rec director at Fort Carson, we worked with the Wounded Warriors Project, and on post, the soldiers that were going through getting back into, a lot of them were waiting for positions that their disability could be suited for, and they'd be reassigned if they wanted to stay in the military and stuff like that. And it's called Warrior Adventure Program, and we did adaptive skiing and going up there to Monarch and Loveland and stuff like that, and Vale, and going through and watching the soldiers learn how to ski. It's like sled skiing, and then different kind of, it's like a chair skiing thing, and all kinds of stuff, and snowboarding and stuff like that. So I was really excited to take those guys up into the mountains with my team and do that. And also adaptive training I did at Penn State University. The Army sent me there. And I went through a 10-day course on adaptives there at Penn State, and really learned a lot. I'd learned about, golf and archery and all that kind of stuff, and the different kinds of equipment that are modified for persons with disabilities and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed my time at Penn State, and I got to catch a football game and a basketball game. So that was good. Anyway, so guys, that's what I got for you tonight. I hope you guys can pass along the information to other people. I know it's a little bit short tonight, but that's okay, as long as we got the good information out to you. And Jason's not here because we usually have a lot of bantering and talking and stuff like that. Back and forth. I love going to the Air Force trails. You appreciate life so much, watching heroes compete. Yes, absolutely. And welcome in, Clolinda, for Grace and Fire with Clolinda. Glad you're here. Sir Grace shot recurve bow blindfolded and took gold at the Air Force W2 trials in Vegas a few years ago. Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, it's really, it's one thing when you watch people hone their sport, you know what I mean, to compete at the world level. But when you go to like SISM and some of those world games and the Special Olympics and stuff like that, knowing how hard people have to work at honing their craft when it comes to whatever sport they're playing in, and now take that with somebody who used to always shoot archery, okay, lost the use of their arms or their hands or whatever, and watch a person shoot with their feet, or just with one arm, and they have to hold the release in their teeth to shoot and stuff like that. Guys, it's just a testament to the willpower of people that say this is not going to define me. So again, if you're in that situation where you think something like this that we just presented to you tonight can help you to help you improve mentally, physically, then why wouldn't you want to do it? And it's free. Okay, guys. So, hey, guys, I'm glad you guys came out. Again, I'm sorry it's so short, but I'm going to give you guys a night off. Next week, Jason will be here and we'll present something new. Now, I did hear that tonight or tomorrow they're voting on the secretary of the VA. The VA secretary, the whole Senate's going to be voting on that. So that's kind of exciting on the way we're going. I know some people are a little nervous with moving forward with possible department changes and drawdowns, if you will. I know that there's a lot of people out here where I worked that are still working from home, and they got their letters telling them they have to return to work, or you can retire if you want, or whatever you want to do. So I know there's a lot going on, and we pray for everybody. You know, nobody wants to see anybody after, during drawdowns and stuff like that. Hey, Tim Mason, good to see you. Sir Grace and I have been to many Air Force W2 care events. Yeah. Adaptive sports. Yeah. Yeah. And if you've got an Air Force base around you and stuff like that, just because you're a civilian doesn't mean you can't volunteer to help out our soldiers and airmen and sailors and Marines and stuff like that on the military bases. They do have a program. I know through the Army, it's ran through the ACS, Army Community Service, where you can go and sign up as a volunteer. You get a post pass, you get all this stuff to help out and stuff like that. And I know that a lot of places that I've gone to or I've been stationed at, we've had people just volunteer, and they come to work every day as if it was a job, and just to be around soldiers and stuff like that. And a lot of them work their way into a paid position and stuff like that. But volunteering to get experience and stuff like that, it's a great thing for a teenager to build their experience. If you've had a break for any length of time, because when you interview for jobs, say, hey, what happened these 10 years? There's nothing in these 10 years. I just took a break. I just sat around and ate Cheetos and played video games. You can use being a volunteer to gain experience to help yourself out in whatever field you want to go into. So, guys, hey, thanks for coming in. Glad you guys came here. Yeah, Freedom Riders have escorted us into the installations for adaptive sports. Yeah. Terry and I, we were part of we're part of CVMA, Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, and we also did a lot of work with what was that group, honey? That escort group? Patriot Guard. Yeah. We did a lot of it down in Arizona because the National Cemetery is right next to Fort Huachuca. But yeah, we did a lot of that, especially when they found remains of people, like still finding remains from Vietnam and Korea and things like that. When they brought them home, we did help do the escorts and stuff like that for them. So anyway, guys, hey, I'm glad you guys came in. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you can pass this along to somebody that will help somebody you may know. Remember, be kind to one another. Help somebody in need, and always think of that. Guys, love you. God bless you. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.